Somehow, because there is so much of identity with this, we think that, oh, such a system, knowing, not knowing, all these things can happen only in a brain and in this body and all that. Okay? Now, simply reflect this. Is not the same activity taking place in a computer? Is it or is it not taking place? Is it a brain? Therefore, there is a very deep prejudice. Very deep prejudice. Somehow we feel that one thinking humans, it must be a human being. I hear sometimes big mobile ads telling this, oh, small animals, they have no brain, they have no intelligence. What do I mean by that? There is an ants speak, they do conversation and they decide things. You mean to say they have no mind? Certainly they have a mind. So if there can be, do you mean to say an ant has a brain? This much? Therefore, this is very deep prejudice. I don't know how to make people get rid of it. I think you have understood my logic. Have all of you understood me?
But Swamiji, then why is it that the human birth is supposed to be so special? It is
so special. That's right. That's right. Because if this complicated, this brain has been given, see, it has the ability to for forethought. What has happened? What is this? Where am I? What is happening? I can ask. So it is more developed, it is more evolved. There's no doubt about that. Because God wants to lift us up. In fact, so much of intelligence He has given so that I may put it for proper use. But I don't do it. Therefore, Vaishwanara is having jnana, Hiranyagarbha is having jnana, only Manas Buddhi only. That is his upadhi. Somehow we find it very inconvenient. There should be a brain like this. Not correct. Have all of you understood my logic? It's in the computer, it is in ants. It was very small ants. In fact, even sometimes you will have to, long ago, I think 60 years ago, what I have seen I will tell you. In Bangalore, all the drain water goes. It falls after some Kangari in Mysore roads, it falls. There it's a stink, everybody closes his nose. Okay. Remarkable thing is, that water flows all the drain water. It falls and goes half a mile farther away, animals come and drink that water. Another half a mile away, all hut dwellers, they are drinking the water. So this was a mystery for Indian Institute of Science scientists. What is this? Therefore, they took it for testing. I have myself witnessed it. They showed me. What is it? When the water fell there, they collect sample. And just when it falls there, and afterwards every 10 feet, they have studied. What has happened is this. When water is coming here, it has got all bacilli, bacteria, whatever you may say. Or plague, cholera, typhoid, whatever you want, everything is there. Okay, that is, they'll be moving. Now, when they collected sample down there is one more animal. That animal is stationary. That is, it sticks to one place. Okay, it has got tentacles. Now, this whatever bacil, whatever you may call it, it comes. When it comes, it is here, swallows it. Its food is all these bacteria which is causing us diseases. It is digesting. just go on thinking, what is this damned medicine? What is it? That is also life. It is living on bacilli. We die. What is this? See, we have lost the ability to be surprised. We have become thick-skinned. Okay, now what is it? It is following everything. Then I saw what is happening is, this comes, somehow it knows, I don't know whether it is smell or what, it knows, therefore it avoids it and goes. When it avoids it goes, it is actually jumping with joy. I have survived. Okay. It knows this is disappointed. You can see it actually. So what it does is, when it escapes, he just whirls it, his tentacles. So then there is a vortex. Then it comes inside. It swallows. And this magnification is about 1,000 times. In 1,000 times you are seeing this. It is so much there in 1,000 times. You mean to say it has no mind? Where is the brain? Therefore, these are all Western prejudices. Just because science has succeeded, don't throw away all your logic. And go blindly. Some people say believe God in blind faith. What about belief in science is also blind faith? You believe anything, is it? Have you understood me? Use our logic. There is a land which is simply, what shall I say, dazzling with logic. It wants you to make you think, not accept anything blindly. Therefore, there you have got jnana. Okay, what exactly is jnana? Understand this? I have got parts jnana, cards jnana, etc. What is that? If you remove cards, parts, there is only jnana. Therefore, in the ocean of jnana, it is a wave. The jnana is everywhere. Therefore, it can come anywhere. Have you understood? Therefore, what is it? Hiranyagarbha has also jnana, Vishwanara has also jnana. What is his body? This whole universe is body. Okay. Therefore, now coming back to this, here, this jnatritva, Vaishprajnatva was imposed on Vaishwanara to help me. That is, it lifted me up and placed there. Whatever you do sense, you do nonsense. Everything you say. That is Iswara only. So, he's seeing everything. So, where the question of remembering? Where does he remember? Where does he store it? Remember, Iswara has got the upadhi of Maya, Prakriti. Avyakata is his upadhi. Okay? Therefore, Samashti Buddhi is there. Samashti Buddhi is there. So, Samashti Buddhi is also, it's only a part of it here. Okay. Now, this itself is a mighty big computer. Okay. Now you can understand that computer which is everywhere. Therefore, all the karma that we do, all the actions we do, everything is being recorded here only. Not elsewhere. It is here. In our own buddhi, it is recorded. Therefore,
Swamiji, then this pragya in Jagrat and Swapna Avastha is not the same for everybody.
it is the same. It is the same. This has been told. Prajna does not change from person to person, time to time. Simply the same prajna, when he is acting, you call him by a different name. That is all. Prajna is always the same. Okay. Therefore, what is happening is, he is recording everything. When he is recording everything, according to my karma, he gives me phala. Whatever action I do, it is stored here itself. So note it briefly. Otherwise it goes to too much. At the moment of death, what happens? All the karma record is here itself. Therefore, just as Iswara chooses, you experience this dream that you have recorded. Next day you see this dream. He shows it. Similarly, he also picks up karma. At the end of my life, he picks up the karma. This karma you have to experience in your next life. Okay. That also that is, he fixes the program and keeps it there itself. The program is also done there itself, in the same buddhi.
Is it based on certain? Is this choosing based on certain principle or on his karuna?
Not karuna. See, this karuna is this, namely, he wants to push me out of this samsara as early as possible. That is the principle.
Karuna is it?
Yes. Therefore, he chooses the karma in such a way that he will get out of it if I actually act according to his law. He has given a law. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. You are woman, you are a man, you are rich, you are poor, you are intelligent, you are not so intelligent. All pigeonholes are there. For every pigeonhole, there is a karma. If you are this, you have to do that. You have this, you have to do that. Why he does it? If you go, he has chosen the karma in such a way that I will improve myself well. And he also tells, the rules for going to moksha is not the same for everybody. The result is the same every day, but the process is different. Just as stomach is filled up is the phala. The food is different for different people. A child takes only this much, etc. Old man also takes little, and then they eat different things. Isn't it so? Similarly, the process, the karma which leads me elsewhere to future moksha is different for different people. I think that's why in our dharma we don't talk of this nonsense of conversion. What is this conversion? Just stupid nonsense. Okay. Therefore, he is ruling it. He is showing the way. You do according to this. Whatever you are, according to your karma, you do it. Therefore, the point is, he is sitting here itself, recording everything here. At the moment of death, he chooses the karma. There is a vagvritti, there is a manovritti, and there is a pranavritti. This goes in this direction. At the moment of birth, in the reverse order. First the pranavritti releases, and afterwards manovritti, and then vagvritti. You go to the office, okay, you first wear socks, and afterwards you wear shoes, and then you tie the lace. When you come back, you remove the lace, then remove the shoes, then remove the socks. The reverse way. Srishti, death, and this. They are converse processes. Exactly. Therefore, the same karma that we have done, we experience now. In this way, he is Iswara. He is controlling everybody. Next thing is, he is called antaryami. What is antaryami? Antaha, he stays inside, and yamana, that is controls. Okay. Now see how he is controlling. For instance, there are so many countries having nuclear bombs. Okay. No. Those bombs, half of them, if they are used, I think simply the earth will go into ashes. There's so much. But nobody is using it. Nobody is using it. He's controlling it. They want to use, but they can't. Who is controlling? Are you not understanding this? There are some cracks who want to use it, but it's not possible. Somehow something there is control. This is called Panjarchalana Nyaya in Shastra. There is a big nest, this wire nest, for birds. Now there are some 25 parrots in that. Each parrot sits somewhere and jumps, gives it a kick, goes there, he goes and sits, all in all directions. Therefore, this nest is simply oscillating. You don't know in which direction, what time it will go. Okay, so chaotic motion is there. But it doesn't fall. Why? Because it is stuck there. Okay? Similarly, he is the antaryami. He is holding it. You do whatever you want. This nonsense cannot go more than this. Whatever nonsense I permit, you can do that. Not beyond that. Even for nonsense, he gives me permission. Not beyond this. Okay? Now, antaryami, he says. When he is controlling everything. Once again, remember this. Antaryami means not a human being. Is it a person or no, it may not be in this shape, but it is also something like this, of the same jati. Okay. Now, in Brihadaranya, we got a series of some 20 mantras or so. There is a Prithvi Devata, is under control. Who is the controller? This is Iswara, Antaryami. But Prithvi Devata doesn't know him. There is a Vayu Devata which is controlling, which is being controlled. It's in Vayu Devata itself, but Vayu Devata doesn't know. Like this, everything comes. Antaryami. Now remember, through there is Bheda here, difference. Okay, Ishvara is the controller, Jagat is the controlled. Now, in the ways of Vaishvanara, there are several. They had to control and all that. In the case of Hiranyagarbha, it's all the minds, the Devatas. Finally here, only two from that point of Ishvara and all this. Now, the Bheda is also gradually reducing. It's only a Vyakrita. Everything comes under Vyakrita. It is he who is responsible for Samashti Manas, Samashti Buddhi, for the birth of it. Life started from there. Okay? Therefore, he is antaryami. Staying inside, he is controlling everything.
So means